there, this is attorney Michael Steck with Clarior Law, and today I'm here to talk a little bit about one of the practice areas within my firm, which is representing other law firms. Now you might ask yourself, why would a law firm represent another law firm? Well, just as lawyers tell other people that they need legal help, I'm here to tell you, the lawyer, that you need legal help. Not all lawyers who are practicing law are familiar with business and business compliance matters, corporate governance and other things, and especially with a firm that doesn't do anything with business law, they may have no idea as to things. And when there is a business legal challenge, say the separation of an owner or a manager or an employee problem, outside people will say, because you're a law firm, you should know the law, and you should be able to handle these things efficiently and effectively. So it also gives an objective outside perspective where if you had an internal person, such as an employee, drafting their own agreement, it might have a potential conflict of interest for that person to draft their own employment agreement. So we're trying to cover many areas for the firm. We're trying to protect the firm, and throughout this whole practice area, that's the idea. We're trying to protect the firm, the lawyers, the clients, make sure that the business, the heart of the business, which actually is representing the clients, is well protected. So we're going to explain obligations, compensation, termination, and one of the big things here too is confidentiality. One thing that many firms are very concerned about is when people leave and they might go to another firm, and also looking at potentially taking away clients from the firm. And so having those things in place, well drafted and well considered up front, can lead to a lot of smooth sailing should somebody decide to leave the firm. And also the practice of law is a business, and firms grow, they get smaller, they get bought, they sell, they go to other firms. There's all sorts of buying and selling that can happen within the legal business. And so being prepared and well prepared is the key to success here. And going through the firm's potential liabilities and looking at the agreements, corporate governance, other matters, all of those things will help the process be very smooth, and also can potentially make the firm worth more money. And so we're looking at the buy-sell agreement also with other managing partners, be it a managing member or be it a shareholder within the company. We're looking at how those agreements are drafted so that as the firm grows, because see, a firm may specifically be asking somebody to come onto the company with the idea that down the road the firm is going to be growing, hence the reason to bring on other partners and offer ownership. And so how that agreement is drafted, we're trying to look into the future and anticipate how it might go when that person leaves the firm. And should that firm not be successful, being prepared and handling a firm dissolution well. The biggest thing here is we're looking at how the client is impacted in the practice of law. And also we're looking at the management and accountability, if there's money involved, if there's litigation, calendar items, the fiduciary duties that might exist to the clients. We want to account for all of these potential liabilities to make sure that the client is not harmed if a firm explodes. As an owner, as a member, or as other shareholder, somebody decides to leave the firm, we have to be very careful as to how we inform the client and how that interaction is made, and transferring files in a timely manner. And if the firm decides that a client is leaving but wants to challenge that, there are specific things that we want to make sure they're in compliance with the agreement, but also in compliance with the best practices and how a firm manages itself, that the firm is well protected. A big area for law firms is corporate governance, and they need help here in looking at how the bylaws are structured, the operating agreement, and to make sure that the firm is actually operating according to how its corporate governance documents say that it should be operating. And we're also looking at the rights, responsibilities of the firm members. Are they doing the right jobs? And is the firm allowing the owners, the directors to operate in the correct manner? And are the fiduciary responsibilities being met, both in the practice of law, but also in the business side of the practice of law and its fiduciary responsibilities? We're also looking at how are people being brought up through the firm, if we're going from associate to a senior associate and possibly to a partner. Also, how do we structure that of counsel relationship where we might bring on a former prosecutor or some other outside attorney into the firm, and how do we deal with some of those matters? And so having this outside counsel that can help with the general matters here is very helpful. So anyway, I just wanted to give a very quick overview of many of the areas that my law firm helps other law firms in being compliant with bar rules, and also to have successful business operations to help their company be successful and grow through the practice of law. check me out again, Michael Steck with Clarior Law, and let me know how I can help you. And thanks for watching.